Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So this video is a little bit unusual for my channel. I usually do haul videos, but I'm doing a ship with me video. I haven't done one of these in a year, but I had some really good sales and I just wanted to, I guess, switch up my content a little bit. So yeah, so let's get right into it. So I had a pretty good sales weekend. It's Sunday evening, and so I'm shipping things out right now. Okay. So the very first thing I'm going to ship out was this pink jacket. This is a Lululemon. It's called the Lululemon Form Jacket. This is kind of similar to the Define jacket style. So yeah, I picked this up, I think about I'd say 2 weeks ago, and I listed it, I'd say, I don't know, probably a week ago, and it had 14 likes. I listed it for $75 and I got an offer for $50, which I did counter to $60, which was accepted. So the reason $50 is not a bad offer. So the reason I did counter was because one, it was a size 10, so that is a great size. And then, what in the world? Why is this paper so long? Wait. Okay. I just got this paper, so give me a moment to figure it out because I can't figure it out. Okay, so it's like that. Oh, okay, so it's okay. So this video is gonna require so much editing, so I would appreciate it if you could leave your feedback in the comments if you like this video or not. It is not going to hurt my feelings. I appreciate all of your feedback, and it really does mean a lot to me. And if I'm talking too slow or working too slow for you, you can always, or if I'm even working too fast or something, you can always choose to speed or slow down my videos. I think you just click at the top corner, there should be a little thing, and then you can adjust the speed to your liking. I often do that, so, with a lot of videos, if I'm on a time crunch or something, so, or if I just think the person's taking, I don't really slow down, I usually speed up, but yeah, so this, I forgot my thank you stickers. Lululemon jackets have historically done pretty well for me, so especially in the large sizes, and this pink color is pretty trending right now. I use the keyword Barbie pink in my channel, or on my listing, because the movie is about to come out soon. So I think, I'm trying to find my label. I did them on the back, but I didn't do them in order, so that was probably not a good idea. There it is. So I got sold for $60. My profit, or my earnings from Poshmark was $48. I paid $6 for it, making my profit $42. So that is a great profit. If I could have all sales like that, I would. But unfortunately, it's not like that. So if I'm being honest, I'm not really sure if I like the paper that I just ordered, so from Amazon, I might return it because it's just so long and wide. It's just it's an odd size, and yeah, I had them measurements, I guess, but I didn't. Okay, well, I had the measurements, but I guess I just wasn't expecting. The stock photo they had did not look like this. So whatever, but okay. This next thing is a Made by Anthropologie colorful blouse. So I got this in a bag sale, the consignment store bag sale, and I almost took it to the buy sell trade store, but the only reason I listed it is because I knew it was gonna photograph nicely, and it was a size 10. So had it been a size 0 or even a 2 or a small, I probably would have taken it to the buy sell trade store just because those sizes, smaller sizes, do sit a little bit longer for me. But since it was a size 10 and a nice, vibrant, colorful print, I decided to list it. I listed that at, I think, $32. Some of the people had them listed for $50. I think those were a little bit overpriced listings because they were really only selling around $25. So I always price higher to make room for offers or for my automated bot. I have a robot, an online robot essentially, that sends out offers 1 hour after a liker likes on item for 16% with the discounted shipping. So I used to send them out. Why 60%? Well, one, I like even numbers better, so instead of, I could do 15%, but I just like 16% better. That is just my own personal choice, and it probably sounds silly to some of you, which would also make sense, but and I can definitely understand that. But I used to have it at 20%, but I changed that because the Poshmark shipping price keeps going up, and the shipping price was really cutting it down into my profits. So I changed it, and people are still accepting my offers. The thing I might change, I've heard from some people that they, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I send it an hour after somebody likes something. Some people send theirs out 5 minutes. So I'm thinking to change mine down to 30 minutes, because I've heard the logic that some of the people that send them out after 5 minutes is that the buyer is still on the app and they're like looking for the item, which I guess is probably true. But I feel like most people are like active on their phones, but I don't know, some people aren't. So I guess that does make sense. So I might just test it at, I have had lots of sales from sending out offers. I think that is a part of my business that is really important, is sending out offers. But I don't think that, I think 5 minutes is a little bit too fast, because I've had some people send an offer after 10 minutes liking the item. So, and sometimes I've had somebody like the item, and then 10 minutes later they just purchased it outright. So had I sent them like the offer within 5 minutes, the item wouldn't have sold for full price. So, but I bet there is times where if I had sold an item, if I had sent an offer after 5 minutes, somebody would have probably purchased the item. But I mean, I don't doubt that hasn't happened before, and they might have found something else that they like or whatever. But yeah, it's alright. I don't really know about those times. I only know about the ones that came from me. Okay, this paper is just, I don't like it. Like if yeah. So, and I know some people don't wrap up their packages. I just choose to, because I think it makes it a little bit more like presentable and protects the item a little bit. There's lots of ways to package items. I know some people use like the plastic like mailers. I tend to do it this way just because I think paper is better for the environment, but I'm not like a huge environmentalist, honestly. So, but I think it's like, honestly, in my opinion, like, you can disagree with me. I love when people disagree with my opinions. I think it's very important for people to have different opinions. But resellers, I know a lot of resellers, not everybody, but a lot of them make the argument like that we're saving pieces from the landfill of clothing, which is like, I guess, partially true. However, we're putting so much into the landfill. Like these, I peel off the boxes, they're going to the landfill. The boxes, my customer could potentially throw this box away. It goes to landfill. Some of them might be recycled, but I can't have all my supplies been recycled. No. So a lot of them do go to landfill, and I'm not. And if I wasn't selling clothes, then I wouldn't have these boxes that are sent to the landfill, if that makes sense. So even though I guess we are saving clothing from the landfill, resellers are also putting stuff into the landfill as well. So that is why I don't choose to make that argument, because it's only partially true. So, okay, this next thing was this Athleta sleek tank top. So, those were oh my gosh, those were Cabby jeans. I got them in a bag sale that I haven't even put out the video for yet. I accidentally deleted the footage, so I have to figure out something about that. I had them listed at 50. Somebody sent me an offer for 30, in less than an hour after I listed them. I countered back at 40 just because they were a new listing, and the comps for that particular Cabby style were really good. I don't always pick up Cabby, but those I did. They countered back at 35, and I countered back at 38. So and they accepted that. So I made $30, and I paid $1 for those. So like $29. So that is a great profit. I usually pass on cabbie, but I think I would have got that style at the thrift store just because it was like a boyfriend style, distressed, and they were a size 12, which is a great size. So I am going to cut this in half just because I have 2 tank tops, so, and it does not need that much paper. So yeah, I think this paper is just a little bit like oddly shaped. Like it's too short on the sides and then like too long. Like yeah, so definitely I think I'm going to return it, but that's okay. Sometimes it like, I don't know, I got this for Prime Day because it was on sale for Prime Day and I wanted to try it out, but I don't like this. I had another paper brand I used. Then my mom got her work, but I guess they're not getting at her work anymore, so I actually had to buy supplies, which is like part of like a job or a business or whatever. But it was nice to have that other paper before, and I liked it a lot better. I thought it was a good size, and it came on a roll, so I could cut like I had to cut the con of that was I had to cut I guess the paper every time, but I could also size it to how it needs to be, so I honestly think it lasted longer than this will. Anyways, this Athleta Sleek tank I picked up like 2 weeks ago. It sold in like a week or in a few days actually, so I had it listed for $25. Somebody liked the item. I sent them out a $21 offer with the discounted shipping. They accepted that. My earnings were $14.78. I paid 99 cents for this because this was a sale color, and it sold for, and I made $13.78 off of that. So not a huge profit, but those do add up. I have no problem with small profits if they are quick sales. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. And I would pick that up again. It was a size 1X and like a wool blend. I don't always pick up Athleta, especially their tank tops, but I had the style written on the tag, so I figured it would do well, and it did. So that was great. All right. This I picked up in Chicago like less than a week ago on Monday, and it's Sunday now, and it sold on Saturday or Friday. Anyways, I listed this and it sold less than a day. This is a men's Lululemon middle vent tech. So yeah, these always sell very fast, the men's Lululemon, especially like this style. So I listed this for $40 because it is a current style. Not all Lululemon tank tops I would list at $40, but for this one, for whatever reason I did. I got an offer for $25, which wasn't a bad offer for a Lululemon tank top, but I had like listed it like less than a day ago, so I did counter I sent an offer for like $33 or something with the discounted shipping. He countered at $25, which was a good counter offer. But I countered, since I had listed it, I countered back at $30, and then he countered back at $28, which I was more than happy to accept. So once somebody counters back the offer that they send, the buyer loses the discounted shipping. So yeah, so Poshmark takes 20%, and I can't remember what the shipping price is now, but I think I sent out the shipping discount. I have it it's like $2 or something, which like isn't a lot, but like it can like sometimes depending on the item can cut down and profits a lot. So yeah, so I think I paid $5 for this one, and yeah, so my profit, I just stood on the ground, was $17.40, which isn't a lot, but it was a very quick sale. Alright, next were these Judy Blue bell-bottom flare jeans. So I picked these up, I think like 2 months ago for $1, and I listed them for $45, and they kind of sat a bit. Judy Blue has not been doing well for me, so I am passing on it pretty frequently, but I picked these up because they were a flare style and they had no flaws to them. So I sent out an offer and the buyer countered at $30, and I was more than happy to accept that. I think they were still like a decent sale, like relatively in time speed. They probably sold them like a month and a half, so that's not terrible. I only paid $1 for them. My earnings were $24, and so I made $23, which is a pretty good profit. So I try to go for like a $20 profits usually, but sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little bit less, but I think my average sale price is about $35. So so a lot of my sales if you've noticed, are a little bit... I will write my average sale price on the screen if I can figure it out for this video. But I think there's one item in here that I probably will raise it quite high. It's still for $250, so I will get to that in a little bit. But yeah, so Judy Blue, again, honestly, it's a little bit hit or miss for me, but I always know that my buy sell trade stores literally always take Judy Blue, so I can have them as a backup. So just in case my Judy Blue does not sell, I know that they will take it. So, but the Judy Blue skinny jeans, especially the patchwork ones, do not sell well for me, so I pretty much always pass on those. But I have sold them before. Okay, so my last clothing item on Poshmark is this Bryn Walker. This was like I'm not gonna refold it, but actually, okay, I'll just show you guys and refold it. But it's Bryn Walker. You can see that. It's like this tunic oversized blouse that has like bell sleeves. So this brand actually does not do that well for me. I've heard like nothing but good things about it from other people, but it does not do well for me. So yeah, it just doesn't. But I found this for $5, and I decided I'd pick it up. So I found this in, I think, April, and it's middle of July now. I listed it for $45, and I got an offer today for $38, which was such a great offer. If it was even $25, I probably would have accepted, or maybe like $30. I would have definitely accepted. So I was very excited to get a great offer on that piece, and I'm excited it's going out of my inventory, even though, I mean, I don't think that's sitting forever. I think sitting a long time for me is like over like 8 to 10 months is a while, but sometimes certain things can sit a while, like the more designer, high-end items can sit longer, and you just have to be patient. But I wouldn't have liked it if like the athletic tank that it sold for $21, I wouldn't have liked that if it sat for a long time and then sold for $21, because I just try to like to keep my more bread and butter items moving quickly. So my profit on that made $30.40, and I made $25.40 after my fees and cost of goods. So that is a great profit. Yeah, so I think I'd pick that up again. I think I'd pick up Bryn Walker if I see it, but it's not a brand I'm like super excited to find. It's just kind of one of those brands that it's like, oh, it's like right in front of you, so you feel like you have to pick it up, but it does not do that well for me. So maybe I haven't found the right styles, but I've tried like the linen tops, and I don't think I've ever found a sweater. I found it, I think 4 times now, and I've sold 2 of them. But I sent 2 of them to a friend when I did a swap box because she liked selling the brand, so I knew she would like those. All right, these are Sam Edelman. These are like a pair of kitten heels. These sold super fast. For whatever reason, Sam Edelman like pointed toe heels like this sell very fast for me. These are called the Dory, and they are very similar to the Hazel Pump, but they have just like a smaller heel. But the Hazel Pump does very well for me. I picked these up in the consignment store bag sale for $1. I listed them for $38 because the comps were like very good on these. Like some of them were over $50, but mine did show a few signs of wear. I got an offer for $20, which I thought was a bit low, especially since I just listed them. But I did counter that to $25, and then the buyer would lose I don't have to offer any discounted shipping to that. The buyer accepted, so that was great. So I made $20 and I paid $1, so my profit was $19. So, and they sold in I think like a few days, so I was pretty happy about that. I don't always pick up Sam Edelman, but I probably will pick it up most of the time for like $1. Their boots and like heels do the best, which I would never, like for most brands, I'm like, oh, their heels can sit for me, but for whatever, Sam Edelman like heels usually do pretty well for me. If they're that, especially in the hazel style. The hazel style does super well, but Sam Edelman is easy to look up because on his shoes by the size, it'll have the style name. So I usually pass on like the Sam Edelman sandals for at like the Goodwill pricing, but I will look up like certain styles of boots and heels and like the stuff that seems more modern. I have like passed on like heels or boots that seem like a more updated style, but these are kind of like a classic everyday style. I don't think are gonna go out of style. So yeah, I was pretty happy about these with them being a fast sale, and with my cost of goods, that is a great profit. I don't think I would have picked them up for like $5, but I thought that $1, I wasn't gonna say no to those. All right. These are a pair of Hoka. These are just, I think these are the Clifton 8s. Yes, these are the Clifton 8s women's. So the only issues with these were the heel. They had like some wear at the heel, which of course noted, and then the strings were actually cut. Somebody like cut them, or maybe they fell off. I'm not like entirely sure. But I didn't see the heel wear, if I'm being honest, but I got them for $2.50 at a church like thrift store. I listed them for $50. I do really like the colorway on these. I think it's really nice. The tread's like pretty good. I have been passing on Hoka, but so I listed them at $50 because comps on the style were really good. I don't think there was any in my size, but I knew the wear would deter some buyers from them. So I had gotten, these had so many likes. I probably had them listed for a month and they got like 35 likes, which just because something has a like, a lots of likes, that doesn't mean it has a buyer. So likes help when I know like people are actively searching out the item when like there's a lot of likes, but just because you have a lot of likes doesn't mean you have a buyer. So I try to relist things that get a whole bunch of likes. Just because that doesn't mean there's gonna be a buyer. Anyways, I mean, packaging is terrible for these because I just can't get the sizing, like, but like, look at that, that's terrible. Okay, that's okay. Some people don't even use packaging at all, so I don't really feel like people can complain. I've received when I have made my purchases on Poshmark, I've received packages with no packaging and packages with packaging, and I always say I always prefer the packages with packaging. That's my own personal choice. I know some people don't care, but anyways, so I have them listed for $50. I sent out an offer for $42 with discounted shipping. That was accepted. My profit on those was $31.58, and then I made $29. So pretty good, or just about $29. So these, I would pick these up again, but actually I'm not really sure if I saw the wear because I feel like that would have deterred me from buying them. But I have passed on Hokas just because they don't move like they used to, in my opinion. But I did get lots of offers on these for like 30 and 35, but because they're getting so much attention and like a whole bunch of offers from others, I decided I was gonna hold out for like at least $38 or something, and I got the 42 I wanted, or I got what I wanted for these. All right, these are Naote, which is kind of like a Birkenstock brand. I don't always pick up this brand. It has sold very slowly for me in the past. I ended up taking a pair to a buy-sell trade store. I am gonna cut these in half though because I don't really think they need the entire thing. Actually, I'm not. So I picked these up at the consignment store bag sale that I accidentally deleted for the footage for. Jeez, but that was like, I think like a week ago, and I've sold so many things from that bag sale. I did not do as well as I usually do, just because I don't think they had as much in the sale as they normally do. However, I decided to, I took some stuff to the buy-sell trade store, but I needed stuff to list, so I was like listing away, and I thought about taking these to the buy-sell trade store because I haven't done well with this brand. but I decided I'm gonna list them low. I list them for $32. Some people have these listed for $100, which is just like a little bit outrageous in my opinion. I feel like some styles from this brand could probably sell for $100, but probably not their sandals unless they're like new in box and still on the website or something. I don't really know, but I'm not an expert with this brand by any means. Anyways, I sent an offer for $26 and discounted shipping. That was accepted. My earnings were $18.78 and my profit was $17.78 because I paid $1 for them. So that was a very fast sale. I'm very happy with that. So very exciting. I love fast sales. So okay. So let me know if you have sold nail before. I hadn't until, I guess I've never sold it until now, but I have found it before. I have tried selling it before, but it hasn't done that well for me. Okay, so this was a full price sale for $65. I usually pass on this brand. I think this is my first time ever selling it. Does not do that well for me. This is Soft Surroundings. I know a lot of you have probably seen the tag. This is a size large, but this was like a colorful kimono. It was a wool blend, very nice style, very colorful. And it was a size large, which is a good size. So I decided I was going to try listing this myself for $65. I found it at a new rack at Goodwill for $5. I listed it for $65 probably about 2 months ago, and it sold full price today on eBay. So I love a full price sale, especially for a brand I don't usually pick up, and $65 is like really, really good. So especially for Soft Surroundings, I feel like that's like a little bit, most of the items I feel like would sell for like $20, maybe $30, but this sold for $65. So I'm not gonna pick up every Soft Surroundings piece that I see. In fact, I passed on one like the other day. But it's a brand I'm going to keep on my radar in certain styles. I used to like always pass on it, but now after this sale, I'm going to think about it a little bit more. So very happy with that. So I do offer 30-day returns on my eBay store, but the buyer pays shipping back. So I think that had I offer free shipping, buyers would be like free return shipping. Buyers would be more, maybe some buyers would feel more comfortable purchasing an item, but I feel like some of the people that buy my items would be more, how am I trying to say this? They'd want to return the items more, but since I do, I guess charge for return shipping on those, I feel like I have less returns than somebody that would charge free return shipping. So I can't package that right now because I need to print out a label and weigh it and everything like that. But I will go ahead and show you the winner of the $250 sale. So this I got at a buy sell trade store, which is Clothes Mentor in Springfield, Illinois. I paid up the most I've ever paid for an item ever. But this is Magnolia Pearl. So it does not look like that high end of a brand. This is the tag. It just looks like that, Magnolia Pearl. And then it just has like this bleached logo on the back. It says Magnolia Pearl. So this brand is like one of those reselling, like, oh my gosh, brands that everybody wants to find. I feel like not a lot of people do. And I've heard nothing about, I mean, I think the style, like the fact that somebody paid $250 plus shipping for this is like actually, like it looks like a potato sack, and it's like that lag and look like style. I've heard like keywords for the style are homeless core and poverty core, like, yeah. So like it's a very interesting brand. There is a very big following for this brand. So I paid $150. of this in my buy sell trade store and store credit. I always have my credit on hand if I want to make, if I see something I like, so I can buy them. So Magnolia Pearl, this I picked up in April, and I was expecting it to sell like in 3 days, if I'm being honest. So the only comp I saw for this ever, this was called the Lana tank dress, was $150, and obviously that's what I paid. It really wasn't what I paid because I had buy sell trade store credit, and I usually make money from the buy sell trade store. So I honestly I paid probably $50 for this item to turn it into the $150 that I paid for it. But I listed it for $350 just because there was none available. I've heard great things about the brand. I paid a lot of money for it of my credit. And right away, it got like so much attention. It got like 3 likes within like the first 10 minutes of listing it. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be a fast sale. And it was like not like a super slow sale. Like it's like July now, so April, like so probably 3 months it sat, but yeah, I just thought it was gonna sell faster, if I'm being honest. So now that I've sold Magnolia Pearl before, I don't think I would pay $150 for like the more basic items again. However, there's some that can sell for thousands of dollars. But I would look it up before. I kind of just bought that because of the brand. I wanted to try it. I knew I'd be able to make money off of it. I think I made like $65 off of it, which is a pretty good, it's a good profit, but it's not like, for spending $150, if I was spending $150, I would like to make $300 off of an item, not $60, but I did sell the brand. It's not off my BOLO list since I did not find it at a thrift store, but if I found it at a thrift store, I would be very excited. So yeah, let me know if you've sold that brand before. It's very interesting. The styles are very, like, it doesn't feel that high quality. The tag doesn't look that nice. Like, if I didn't know about the brand, I would have just, like, probably skipped it right over because it doesn't, it looks like a potato sack. So, yeah. Anyways, okay. Oh, this was a Tommy Bahama, like, tank top. I got at the bag sale again. I, like, rarely pick up Tommy Bahama, but it was the bag sale. This print was just absolutely, like, so cool. It was very colorful. I knew it would photograph well. It was a size large, so very nice. I just loved all the colors. It was a size large, so it was a great size. And it was the bag sale, so I decided I'd go ahead and give it a try. I listed it at $25 and received a $15 offer, which I accepted, so I'm happy about that. Good quick sale. I would not pick this up at the thrift store, but for a bag sale, I would. I just love the colors to it. I like that tropical Hawaiian print. I used all those keywords. So I'm happy about that. And a quick sale. So I think I made like probably $11 to $12 on that piece. But again, it sold fast. And yeah, so I need to like write. Like I'm gonna like mess up like the items. So I need to write this in like kind of like discrete places. What did I pack out? Tommy Bahama. Okay. I kind of wrote it when I lifted up the flap because you can't really see it. And if somebody does, I don't think it's a huge deal. Okay. These were out of my personal closet. They are Lululemon. They are men's shorts. So these are super short. As you can tell, they are a 4-inch inseam. I did not know they were 4-inch inseam when I bought them, but I think I paid like $20 for them or something, or maybe $30. Anyways, so a decent personal deal. But I love this color. It's called Heather all over iron blue. So they are lined, which the Lululemon lined shorts are so uncomfortable. In my opinion, I don't like them, but some people like them. Anyways, this is called the Surge short. It has like the reflective band there. People use these for like running, I guess. So like I know some people like the shorter inseam for running. I'm just making sure I didn't like leave any money in the pockets. because these were mine, and I feel like I would put money in the pockets or something. Okay, I did not. But, so I had these listed, since they are discontinued style, I know some people look for them. I listed them for $65, I think like 2 months ago, and they were a full price sale, so I think they would have sold faster. I wear a size small, and obviously, if they were like a men's size large, they would have done a lot better, but anyways, they still sold for $65 for full price. I did get lots of low offers on those, but since they were out of my own closet and I paid a lot of money for them, I wanted my money back, and I literally still made a profit on them, so that's my favorite thing. I think I wore them like one time, or maybe a few times, like 3. So I got like wear out of them, I guess, and I still made money back. So I usually make money back with like all of my clothing, because I like, when it comes to like certain things, like my Lululemon and Viore, like I can get pretty, you can get, and especially in my size, I feel like people might list them lower, because my size isn't like as sought after as maybe like a men's size large. And I definitely say men's size large sells a lot better for me than a men's size small. But obviously there's people like me that are looking for men's size small. So anyways, these retail for $68 and they sold for $65. The buyer paid over retail for these with the shipping and tax. So, and they're pre-owned. So if that doesn't tell you people are looking for these shorts, then I don't know what does. But I have sold several Lululemon items for over retail, because most things are not gonna get anywhere near retail. A lot of the current styles will do well. The shorts I can get pretty close to retail usually, but the tops and like tank tops, in my experience, I usually can't. But I have sold a skirt that retailed for like $68 for $100. So I think it's really important to look up like your items, and not just price them, especially when it comes to brands like Lululemon. If you ever need help finding a style, I will try my best to find it. Just like leave me a DM at my Instagram at Theteenreseller, and I will do my best to find the item. Just send me the pictures, and if there's a size dot or something like that, I'm more than happy to help, because I think that everybody in reselling has their own, I guess, skill or specialty. So some people's is cleaning shoes or treating stains or sweater shaving. Mine was finding Lululemon styles. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I can, like, I'd say like 49 out of 50 times I'll be able to find a Lululemon style. So just because I might not be able to find it if you send it to me, but I'm more than happy to try. So yeah. What were these? Oh, this was a Title IX. I'm like literally forgetting. This is Title IX. It's like a printed top. I picked this up for $1 at a Goodwill clearance. It sold today for full price for $25. Title IX, it was a size large. Title IX, if it was a size small, I'm not sure if I got it. Title IX was a brand that used to do really well for me, and it still does pretty well. This sold in about a week. I got a few likes, and yeah, so I would pick this up again for $1. I wouldn't pay like, I don't think, maybe $2 or something. I think I would pay $2 and maybe that's it, but yeah, so I'm happy with that profit of, I probably made like $20.19 on it. So for a fast sale, I don't mind that at all. So yay. All right. And then these were another bag sale item. Again, they are Naote, so I found 2 pairs of those, and they both sold like super fast. So maybe this is a brand I will look up in the future. I don't know why. These are a good. These are size 8 women's, which is a good size. The last pair I had that I ended up taking to the bicycle trade store was a size, I think, 6. So that is a smaller size, or maybe you're 6.5, I don't know. But I had them listed at like $25 for like a year. Nobody wanted them, and they were like in excellent condition. These are in excellent condition. I listed them as good pre-owned, but they have like barely been worn. So yeah. I think I got an offer for $25 on these. I accepted that, or maybe I sent out an offer. I can't remember. Anyways, they had been sold for, I think, 2 days, and then the buyer finally paid today. They paid, I think, almost $50 because these are actually not staying in the United States. They're going to Canada, and when something goes, I mean, I feel like Canada would be a little bit cheaper if they're going to like Europe or something. I'm sure like they would be closer to the $70 mark. But since they're going to Canada, our neighboring country, I feel like they are a little bit less of a cost to ship them there, but it was still pretty expensive because I feel like because they still have to go through, I think, is it customs or something? I don't know. But they're going to Glenview at... So, I have a question. Okay, if anybody can answer this for me, I would appreciate it. So they have like the international service in Kentucky, but I have a lot of my international sales going to Glenview, Illinois now, or Glenview Parker Heights or something. So did they switch the location, or I'm kind of confused, or yeah, I've had a few sales to Canada though. Usually my international sales are actually pretty high end. I feel like, but not all the time. I sold a jacket from Vince. It was a leather jacket, and it sold to Ireland for like $100. I sold a pair of redone jeans to Canada for $100. I sold a pair of boots for $50 to New Zealand, like from the brand Dingo, and they paid over like $120 for pre-owned boot. Like, it was crazy. And I sold a pair of like a dress from Hale Bob to Denmark for $50. I can't remember where that was, but I love international sales. I think it's so cool and so fascinating. I love them so. I think they're so cool. But I have shipped a package to every state and U.S. territory. I've even sent one to Puerto Rico, at least in my Poshmark sales, but there is absolutely no way I'll be able to get every country, because I probably get like an international sale every month or two. So that are all my sales. So I'm gonna get these packaged up, and we are going to set them out for tomorrow. Thank you guys. Actually, I'll show a clip of them all packaged up.